Hi guys, I hope someone ready to buy the balcony fort takes a look at this before they actually crack on and buy it. So I'm on an install at the moment. It's going on to bark. It shouldn't be doing this. The bark is 2.5, 3 foot deep. Literally dug this trench out ready to dig it out. It just keeps on going deeper and deeper, and then there's a concrete base underneath it. Sadly, this customer's filled this whole area with bark, so we're going to build the tower, put the monkey bars in, and there'll be no stakes, so we're going to have to try and not use the swings and stuff. Now, in terms of this install, I've got some pictures and bits and pieces, but the floor is literally held in with these little tiny screws, so right up against my fingers. Hopefully that'll zoom in. There you go. So that goes through there. Look at how much that actually holds into the actual wood. So it's literally, I don't know, 6-7 millimeters into the actual wood. Now, the floor itself is held together with 2 screws this end. They go through. 2 screws this end. Now you would have thought that this is obviously going to be supporting braces because it's holding the middle from flexing and stopping the whole thing from bending and doing other bits and pieces. That's held in and holds this whole tower together. Nothing else really holds this tower as a square with this wood, with this screw. Look at how far that goes through into the wood behind. So if I hold it there, oh, can I see? That's how far through that screw is sticking into that other wood. You would have thought it'd be coming right into here, or bolt or something would be going through. That's the morning's problem, which obviously they're just building flat packs and they're doing whatever they do. So I'm getting the wood here, putting the wood on the top of the legs as it says. There's meant to be a bit of wood in the middle. Just here. This is meant to be touching each end, which is fine on the front. You can make it touch each end and it's all good. You can pull the legs together. It's a bit of a struggle, but it's there. So this bit of wood in the middle is the bit of wood that holds. So that stops the kids from falling out, literally held in with a couple of screws. So it's just one bit of wood, which if you put that bit of wood and it is above the steps, every time the kids climb up, they're going to be reaching for that and pulling on it. And these screws are not the best to begin with. So the back bit of wood though, I've done so many of these now, I always know that there's a struggle. So I've left this back bit of wood off, and I've skipped a couple of pages ahead, which is where more you do, easier it gets. Here's the bit of wood you're told to fit. So now, I fit this bit of wood knowing that the bolt holes are already pre-drilled. You see? Bit of wood up there. If the bolt holes are pre-drilled, the top part here has a few millimeters of movement either end to make sure it goes on straight. So I skip that and always jump a few pages ahead, which is why I managed to do these myself, or they're done a lot quicker than probably you would manage to achieve at home, because I already know what problems are coming, which is why I'm trying to make this video to educate people now. So this bit of wood at the top, which is a bit of wood up there, is meant to match. Look at it. And the reason that bit of wood now doesn't match is because the pre-drilled holes from Dunster, probably in this bit of wood I'd imagine, is now out. But it's only a finger across. So if I drill a hole in here, 1 finger across, I won't bother measuring it, and then this gets really wet and soggy and the swings are swinging, that hole might blend into the same hole, and you get 2 holes into 1 hole, which is why you always have a gap between the holes. But consequently, because that now doesn't go all the way across the top, the bit of wood that's meant to come up here also doesn't match. The bark isn't level, so the set's not level. You can see it's a bit twisted already, so I'm going to have to just wedge bark underneath itself and straighten it up. The swings aren't going to work properly because it's on bark, and as you can just see, every time you push down, the playset's going to start wobbling. The wood is 70, less than 70. The floor, like 8-9 millimeters. Guys, when you start buying play sets, I know they look cheap and cheerful online, but really do some research before you start doing it. The wood has gone up in price. You can't be buying play sets of this quality expecting them to be lasting for multiple years or looking nice, because they clearly are cutting corners to try and sell the quickest play sets at the cheapest prices. I don't even know. I mean, I build hundreds of these things and they're all just going wrong and wrong and wrong. I just don't even get it now. Like, we're going to start having to stop doing flat packs soon because Wiki's just arriving, missing bolts, missing bits. Customers are getting charged for us to turn up. Fat Moose, I think, is the same as Wiki anyway, but we had a couple of cracked slides with them and missing legs, I think. This Dunster's not drilled out properly. Rebos we're building, and then customers are coming back to us and saying this thing is tiny. The photos don't do it justice. I'm really getting stuck with like what to do with the job. Like, I build these, I enjoy building stuff. It's just turning into full-on effort now. What am I supposed to do with this? The wood is too short. You're either going to see screw holes and they're going to judge me as an installer, saying that I'm not building it properly, based upon the quality of wood that Dunster House supplies. Please watch this, and please acknowledge, when you're buying this tat, it's going to look like tat in your garden, and it's going to break literally in weeks. I doubt this will even get through a summer or two. You never see really decent, multiple play sets sold online, because they just get trashed and then the customers just end up burning them. Buy one at a decent price, make it last, it won't wobble. I was at a customer's house the other day and they literally said, oh, it's only a climbing frame, they always wobble. Well, no, they don't, not when they're built properly. Not when you actually buy quality. Like, all of these bottom boards drilled or screwed in like literally millimeters into that other bit of wood. Like, why wouldn't they just get, if you're screwing into a bit of wood that's 70 millimeters, why would you be using this? Look at how small this screw is. It's not going to last long, is it? This could be going right into the back of that. This could get bolted. If you're going to have all these bolt holes anyway, why not just drill another hole there and buy a bolt rather than putting in all these screws? The whole thing is just turned into a mess. I don't think you even screw this middle board. Just absolute tat. Thank you very much. There's my rant. Good morning from Cambridge with some sun. Look at that. I don't even know what I'm going to tell the customer. She's just come and told me she's going out, and now I'm literally looking at this playset thinking, do I drill a hole and hope, or do I just screw it together and hope? I just don't even get it. Anyway, if you want your climbing frame built, contact me, climbing frame installer. I'll always do my best, and I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Like, at the end of the day, you're still going to get a better climbing frame built with someone with experience, because we already know what issues are coming, and we're going to know how to figure it out because we know what's going to happen. So the consequences of redoing all this wood, it's going to be a lot easier than to try and do it. You would have found other people would have just screwed it all together and then realised they couldn't get the swing on another 6, 7, 8 pages ahead, and then you got an even bigger problem because nothing works, and you've got all the fences, all the panels, all the bits underneath built, whereas I skip all that, you see, and I jump ahead. But yeah, cool. Let us know if you need an install, or preferably, please just spend a little bit more money now on the kids. Get a nice big safe climbing frame, and I'll concrete it in the floor. It'll be there for as long as you want it for the kids, and it'll actually give you some residual value, and you can probably sell it online afterwards, as opposed to burning these or getting 2, 3, 4 installs, because as the kids get bigger they trash it even quicker. Thanks very much.